You know, I don't get it. Why do they always give me the weird jobs? About a year ago, Nascar said that they would use AI for competition matters, and guess who was given the job to figure that out? They could have chosen anyone else, but no, they picked me. Just because my dad was a software engineer doesn't mean that I know anything. I became a NASCAR YouTuber. I'm fucking useless. AI has been a hot topic issue recently, from its use, the ethics, all the way down to some white people being a little too excited about a new slur. There are different types of AI, and some of them do have good practical use, but the one that grinds my gears worse than a Nissan transmission is generative AI. There are some select cases that I would deem acceptable, where the reference material used to generate something is done with consent. The problem is that 9 times out of 10, it's not. And of course, it's reached NASCAR. There are a few displays of AI in NASCAR that I want to go over because I can't talk about it to my girlfriend because she thinks I should be more focused on important things like paying the bills and getting married. Fuck that! Today's sponsor. Me! Or more specifically, my Patreon. Do you like Voegs to go? I fucking hope so. Well, for just $5 a month, you can help support me and the channel. It definitely does not go to pay any unsolved debts to the mob. No, that'd be silly. When you become a member, you get access to all these perks. Thank you to me for sponsoring, and now back to the video.
Sorry, my Prada's at the cleaners!
Ah, yes, Facebook. The site now only used by boomers and masochists who need to keep in contact with their family at an arm's reach at most. There are countless amounts of NASCAR fan pages that are just filled with AI slop. I'm taking an example from a few select pages, but trust me, there are way too many more of them, and they all follow the same exact script. Just make some bullshit up. You got your heartwarming stories and your tear-jerking tales. Oh no. The surgery. Now there's no stopping Byron's twin death. And Bubba Wallace. Lots of Bubba Wallace. And without fail, the comment section is filled with people who either don't know any better or are too stupid to realize that, maybe Hailie Deegan didn't mourn the loss of Judge Frank Caprio while holding a picture of him. R.I.P. Judge Caprio, I know you up there kicking it with Tupac. But sometimes these pages like to switch it up and get a discussion going. And I mean that in the most milquetoast sense of the word. Like, yeah, the 2000s did spoil us with the top 2 drivers of all time. Also, why the fuck did they both look like they were huffing glue?
Today on the news, everyone died.
A handful of months ago, an image of a header to a news article about Kyle Busch escaping injury after a crash made the rounds online, and well, I have some questions. Why is Kyle Busch in the 11 car? Why is he sponsored by himself? Why is there a pit crew there? Who the fuck is that? Now, if it wasn't obvious enough, that image was AI generated, but it had me curious. What is Fervo Gear? Well, I was surprised to discover that they first and foremost sell racing gear. Okay, so where does the AI headline come from? Well, Fervo Gear has a dedicated section to racing news, which seems just a little odd for an online store, but hey, diversify the brand. But let's take a look into those articles. When exploring these articles, they read less like they were written by a sports journalist and more like what's this video about again? Oh yeah, AI. No NASCAR writer types like this. John Martinez, graduate from the University of Northwestern Ohio's Motorsports Technology program, and certainly no one from Ohio spells tires with a Y. And let's go back to that photo of John. Do you get a little bit of a uncanny valley vibes from this? But to my surprise, when going back to write the script for this, that I realized that they fucking nuked the news section of the site. The number of articles from our buddy John here used to say over 1,500, but I was only able to archive just a handful to the Wayback Machine in fear that they would wipe out the rest of them before I can make this. Hi, Editing Voegs here. The site now has a little over 100 articles, and that's all fine and dandy, but I noticed that they changed the URL from fervogear.com/blog/blah blah 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 to news.fervogear.com/blog. I bring this up because at the current state of the site, the articles start from September 11th, which is the same day that I archived it. You can see in the next archive of it just a few days later that they did change what clicking on the news section rerouted to. I can only assume that they saw it was archived and, I don't know, tried to hide it. but if you go to the site and just remove the news dot, you'll see the original nuked version that I found is still up. So yeah, Fervo Gear gets 3 from me.
You better thank Casey Kane in your interview.
NASCAR YouTube is much more than just endless race recaps, lukewarm takes, and, well, just genuine dog shit. It also has AI slop. If you've ever just searched NASCAR on YouTube, you've come across flashy thumbnails like these, paired with some ridiculous clickbait title. Hamlin gives disaster speech as 2311 Racing shuts down. Bubba Wallace breaks silence after new evidence emerged. Tyler Reddick's circumcision shocks the garage. Now, at first glance when watching these, you may be deceived into thinking that this is a well-crafted video. But if you pay just the slightest bit of attention, it all falls apart. The AI voiceover can't pronounce the team names right.
So, what is going to happen to 23XI Racing?
The video will just go off talking about some unrelated shit.
In the final laps, Bowman gave Almirola plenty of space heading into the last 2 corners. Almirola, however, used up every bit of that space and then some, forcing Bowman into the wall to take the win.
The AI reads everything in the script.
That decision doesn't just hurt. It doesn't just sting. It asterisk kills asterisk.
Now I'm gonna play a clip from one of these videos, and I'm gonna show you a random article from on3.com for no particular reason.
Logano got a massive run out behind Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with 15 laps remaining, resulting in the collision. Logano saw a lane to the middle as he closed down the space, which could allow him to pass Stenhouse. Stenhouse attempted to block him, which sparked the massive chain reaction in the Daytona 500. Both cars bumped briefly before careening out of control, taking numerous drivers out of the race, including Kyle Busch. Busch had some strong words for Logano following the race.
Oh my god, what a surprise, the AI is stealing from other people's work. Hey, NASCAR Overtime, Black Lives Matter already cornered the market on plagiarism. Find your own niche. The biggest one I know of is NASCAR Zone, but there are plenty more of them, and they all have more subscribers than me. Now, these channels are bad, but they at least give off the illusion of being competent. We can go lower. There are some channels that are dedicated to certain drivers that make, video essays? No. Biographies? No. Diarrhea.
In the world of racing, only a few names have attained legendary status. One such name is Dale Earnhardt.
Okay, a few takeaways. The visuals looked like I took approximately 7 too many Benadryls. Also, the AI can't distinguish that this is an abbreviation for number.
His iconic black no. 3-car.
And the thumbnails have a general idea of what the driver looks like. That is not Jeff Gordon, that is the lead singer of Train. But hey, maybe it's just one bad video. They can get it right the second time. Or the third time. Or the 280th time. These channels just shit this stuff out. And they will do it with such disregard that they will accidentally upload a video about the wrong sport. Or about Bigfoot. Or about Istanbul airport transfers. You know what? Let's go back to that Bigfoot video.
NASCAR, the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, is a popular motorsport in America.
No, it's okay. I didn't even want to learn about Bigfoot. These guys care so fucking little that they have uploaded a video where the title is just the prompt they used to make it. Multiple times. But hey, so far all these examples have just been from random nobodies. It's not like the actual industry is gonna embrace it, right? Where do you think I'm going with this? Okay, I'll pull up. It was only a matter of time until this happened. There have been a few drivers, or their PR person, who have dabbled into the use of AI. Now, I'm not gonna hold them over the flames for it, but I am gonna laugh at it. When it was announced that Corey LaJoie was gonna run some truck races for Spire, he tweeted out this AI image of a bunch of happy LaJoie fans. Now, there's a joke to be made about having to use AI to get a photo of Corey LaJoie fans. I'm not gonna make it, but someone will. But usually when a driver uses AI, it's to make some promo for the upcoming race. On the scale of AI crimes, it's a parking ticket. Although if you're gonna do that, I implore you to at least double check it before you post. To promote the Dover race, Ryan Blaney's team used AI to do just that, and, well, it made an image of Dover all right. Dover, New Hampshire. Close enough. When it comes to NASCAR merchandise, a lot of it's already pretty ugly. So it was surprising to me that NASCAR said, we can do worse, and released this AI slop shirt to promote the 2026 schedule. They could have hired someone to draw something really interesting, but no. They had to go with the hot new trendy thing. The trendy thing being a cheap out on talent. Side note, who the fuck would want to buy this? Who is going around saying, you know what I want to wear? A calendar. Yes, I know it's a play on band merch, but they did it with AI, which means... And then there's the broadcasters. TNT kicked it off by creating some AI images that the pre and post race show panel would pretend to find funny. Guys, poorly photoshopped images are 10 times more endearing. You already had to use it to put their faces on, just fully commit to it. Then there's NBC, who has a bunch of AI posters in the background for their intro, but it's the intro, who cares? It's not gonna kill me. This last broadcaster's trying to. Fox is not very good, and that's me being very nice. From what I can remember, they didn't really dabble with AI this season, but if the Indy 500 and the Speedway Classic are any indication, we're gonna see the most abhorrent use of AI this upcoming Daytona 500.
Somebody please put me out of my misery!
Look, I don't hate everyone that uses generative AI, but when you use it to spread misinformation, to make yourself look more legitimate than you actually are, to lazily make a quick buck, and as a cheap replacement for actual talented people, that is where I take issue. On the bright side, during all this, I learned how to code, and I already got a version of the official NASCAR AI ready to go. I trained the whole thing off of NASCAR Facebook comments, so let's give it a go. That is a lot of slurs.